Welcome back to the Spectator of Sunday League Football, where today we have Marjons taking on Activate. It's a windy and wet affair out there, so let's see how the teams get on. As always, we start off the referee's coin toss. So lads, this one's heads, this one's tails. What one do you want? Heads or tails? If your lad jumps, I'm not giving you kick-off. Oh, he's jumped, you're not having kick-off. This is Marjon kick-off, we'll go from there. Okay, so we've got Marjon in the blue, Activate in the green, and Marjon gets underway here with a ball out towards the left back. He plays it back to his centre back, and Marjon looks to get on the first attack of the game. So the ball's on the far side with the Marjon right back, who looks to carry it over the halfway line, plays it forward in towards the centre mid, who plays it up towards the striker. It's a lovely touch around the defenders in and goal, he shoots! That goes wide. After Marjon's had the first shot of the game, here come Activate on the attack now, with the ball sent forward, looping into the box, in towards the striker. It's a lovely touch. Have it! Smashed away by the Marjon defender, and that goes out of play for a throw into Activate. Marjon have the ball now in the middle of the park, playing it out towards a number 2, playing up front. He's got a woolly hat on as well, if you haven't really noticed. Plays a lovely ball out to the midfielder, who dinks him into the box, but the keeper saves it, and that goes out for a corner to Marjon. Marjon left back now, passing it forward in towards the striker's feet, who gets by the defender, gets obstructed. Have it! The Activate defender now sends it forward, easy to pick up for the Marjon defender, who sends it back forward. It goes nice and high, missed by the Activate defender towards number 2, who puts that one over the keeper and into the back of the net to give Marjon a 1-0 lead. So as you can see here, as the ball went over the defender, bounced forward for the number 2, he sees a lot of space on the right hand side of the goal and just passes the ball lovely over to that right hand side. Gives Marjon a 1-0 lead in this game. So as Activate gets back in the way in this game, the conditions are only getting worse. The Activate keeper now sends the ball long and high, as the Marjon defenders, lovely and powerful in the air, heads it all the way back. Not really getting dealt with here by Activate, as the number 2 picks it up again, gets inside, it's to bend one, but he just bends it wide. As you can see now, the range is really coming down, as Marjon looks to come on the attack now again, as a shot gets sent into the edge of the box, that gets blocked. Gets recycled now to the left hand side where number 8 is, looks to send one into the box, headed up by the Activate defender. Number 2 heads it down and tapped into the back post by the number 5. That is deemed to be offside. The Activate keeper sends one high and fairly long. How's your touch? Unorthodox, but he gets away with it, the Marjon winger. Plays it in towards the striker. Bit of a high foot, but gets away with it. Looks to keep the ball and build an attack. Comes out to the right winger, heavy touch, and Marjon defend it well and clear. Free kick now for Activate, sent low into the box. Falls out to the right winger, but that's not troubling the keeper. Goal kick now for Activate. How'd you touch? Oh, it's nice. Played out to the left back, who sends one high. Flicked on by Activate striker. Have it. Marjon have the ball now in the middle of the park. Playing out to 17. Looks to swing one over the top towards the number 2 in the woolly hat, who gets there first before the keeper. And it just goes wide to hit the tyres by the side of the goal. Activate trying to play it from the back. High press on Marjon. The number 2 wins it back and shoots. Good save by the keeper. Throw in on the near side for Marjon now. Throw in towards the number 10. Looks to bend one. Oh, not very far away at all. We're throwing on the near side again for Marjon. Thrown in towards the number 3, flicks it on towards the number 10. Lovely touch by him to look to beat a defender. Plays a lovely ball towards the number 2. There's 2-0 now to Marjon. So as you can see, number 10 had the ball. He sees a lovely one for the number 2. Lovely weighted pass. Number 2 gets there and just passes it again into the back of the net. Gives Marjon the 2-0 lead. Activate gets back in the way as the Seagulls come out to play. The number 5 for Marjon now on the ball on the left hand side, plays up towards the striker's feet, out towards the number 10 on the left hand side. Lovely nutmeg on the defender as he cuts inside and gets a shot away. And that goes in at the near post, 3-0 now to Marjon. So as the number 10 picks the ball up here, gets a lovely nutmeg here on the right back as he drives into the box, sees a bit of a space at the near post and just smashes it in towards that near post. As Activate gets back underway, you can really hear the wind swirling around the pitch now. The 97 on the ball for Marjon now, plays it in towards the number 3, cuts inside, slides the ball over towards the number 10. The right back gets across towards the number 2, who smashes that one wide. The ball on that right hand side now for Marjon. The striker plays the overlap of the right back, who crosses it in towards the box, defended by Activate. Not very far though, forwards back to the number 2. He plays it in towards the number 3. And that makes it 4-0. So the striker and the woolly hat at the ball here play a ball across the box in towards the number 3, who first time slices across the ball and puts it into that far corner. Activate gets back underway again. It's going to be a really tough ask for them to get back into this game now. The number 8 for Marjon now plays it up towards the number 5, that gets cut out, but the number 10 wins it back for Marjon, up towards the striker. Massive shots for a handball, and the ref has given it. So we're going to have a penalty here to Marjon. So let's just watch that handball back again. So as you can see, it's chipped up by the striker in the woolly hat as the defender leans down to it. We can't quite see it hits his arm, but you can sort of gather that. Here is that penalty. 14 steps up and slots it home nicely. 5-0 now to Marjon. I missed the kick-off, but anyway, Marjon had the ball on this right hand side. As he cuts it back towards the number 3, he gets a shot away, saved by the keeper's feet, saved again by the keeper's feet, and now Activate can clear. Corner now for Marjon's on that far side, swung into the box, falls to the number 10. Absolutely slices that, and it goes backwards, flicked on the Activate midfielder, up towards their striker. As he gets there, he's on a little counter-attack of his own at the moment, driving forward. He's got 4 Marjon defenders around him. A crunching challenge goes in there, and that rolls out for a goal kick. Corner now for Activate, you play it short on that far side, swung into the box, over everyone's head. As the ref blows the whistle for half time, remember, if you're enjoying this video, please hit that like button and subscribe for more videos like this. And let's get on with the second half to see if Activate can get back into this game or if Marjon's can extend their lead further. Activate get us back underway now for the second half as they look to pass the ball to actually see if they can keep the ball for a bit longer than they were in the first half, as Marjon's really dominate that first half. Ball sent over the top, but that falls all the way through into the Marjon keeper's hands. Activate keeper now sending one out to this left hand side where number 5 is, who is very direct by looks of it, just wants to get the ball and run. He's just off the bench for the second half, so he's driving, cutting inside, gets a shot away, but that goes straight at the Marjon's keeper. Good start there from the number 5. Short corner taken here for Marjon's on this near side, played out to number 14, who's driving into the box, gets a shot away. Keeper only pushes up into the sky as it's bouncing around the 6-yard box, hooked up in the air. Activate keeper still can't get there, it's still bouncing. Number 9 there to head it home. No, it's still not in. It's, I don't know what's going on. Number 10 shoots, blocked by the own player on the floor, and the Activate keeper picks it up. And I don't know what happened at the end of that. Marjon number 3 now on the ball in the middle of the park, plays one to the left hand side where the left back gets there just before the Activate defender, falls to number 9, saved by the keeper, back to number 9, saved again by the keeper, and Activate can clear, but that gets intercepted by the 14 as the number 10 picks the ball up now for Marjon's, who plays the overlap of the 14 and puts it into the box. Set for number 3, and they finally put the ball in the back of the net. Only the 3rd time of asking that little passage of play though. So the Marjon number 10 had the ball, he played it out to the right hand side where the 14 was, he puts the ball into the box, The number 9 takes a touch, sets it back to number 3, who shoots and just nicely passes it into the back of the net, which gives Marjon now a 6-0 lead. So as you can hear and see, the weather isn't getting much better as Activate gets back underway, and it looks to be game over now for Activate. So Marjons now have the ball again on that far side, switched over to the number 10 on this near side, who plays out towards the number 2, who strikes, saved by the keeper, followed in by the number 3, and it gets tapped home again. That makes it 7 and 2 in 2 minutes for the number 3. So as we watch that back on the replay, the number 2 picks the ball up, smashes it goal bound. The keeper can only push it back to the number 3, and he only throws himself at it to make sure he can get to the touch to put it into the back of the net. Activate gets back underway again for this game. It is seeming now just to be a bit of one-way traffic. As Activate send the ball forward, the number 5 can get on the end of this, and he can. The keeper's in no man's land, but he puts in a lovely tackle there, the keeper, and it's a lovely composed pass out towards the 14, who can turn and bring Marjon on the attack. Short corner again for Marjon on this near side, played in towards the striker with the woolly hat. Back now to the number 14 who shoots, that gets blocked. And it falls to the Activate striker who can carry it forward. He gets past the man, finds a bit of space, gets a shot away. Oh, that just goes over the bar. And it's another corner for Marjon, but this one swung into the box. Flicked away by the Activate defender, falls again to the Activate forward, who looks to knock it and run, but he can't get there for the keeper, who sends it back long and high. And we can't really see what's going on here, but there's a bit of a mix up at the back. It falls to number 5, who taps it home around the keeper and gives Marjon now an 8-0 lead. So it was a long ball sent forward, bit of a mix up at the back by the keeper and the defenders. The number 5 steals in and is there to tap home. The Activate defenders and keeper are complaining for offside, but we don't get to see that. Activate gets back underway again now. They look really tired, look really leggy, look like as though they've given in a bit now, as all the passes seem to be very slow, not looking to really attack. As Marjons look at them just hounding and pressing, trying to win the ball back and going for more goals. As number 3 gets it now, plays out towards the left back, who plays it forward. The number 10 skips through and strikes and makes it 9-0 now to Marjon. As we watch it back on the replay, the left back plays the ball in towards the number 10, who just uses his body and lets it run right across him. The defender misses it in on goal and just smashes it into the back of the net past the keeper. Activate gets back underway again now as they look to maybe just look for a consolation goal. But Marjons have other ideas as the number 2 in the woolly hat skips by one defender as he's driving forward. Cuts inside, plays it back, gets a shot away. Keeper saves, spills it, and Activate managed to just come away with it and get away with one there as they clear their lines. Here come Marjons again now with the number 9, who looks to keep the ball and plays it out towards the 97, who back over the top towards the number 2, back to the number 9, he's in on goal, he shoots, but he lifts it over the bar. Here come Marjons again now with a number 9 in towards the number 10, around the corner to number 2, shrugs off one defender, gets a shot away, straight at the keeper though as he saves it. Number 5 smashes it, but that nearly goes up the gate. Here's a shot for you, Marjons on the attack again. The number 3 for Marjons now plays it over towards the right hand side, where they can get a cross in where the number 2 is. And it's a lovely movement from him to tap it in to make it 10 to Marjons. So here you can see Marjons had the ball on the edge of the box, played it out to the right hand side, where the number 5 was, who crosses it in, the number 2 finds himself free and is there to tap home, and to make it 10-0 for Marjons. Activate gets back underway again now, you can really hear the wind swirling around. The Marjons right back on the ball now, sends one forward towards the number 9, who can carry it forward. Plays infield, lovely first time passing this for Marjons. There's a creative space for the number 2. Keeper saves. Number 3 off the line. Comes back to number 23. Unblocked again. And it comes out now for Marjon to look to recycle the play, but that gets intercepted by Activate and they can clear the lines. Hey, finally Activate are on the ball and are looking to build an attack of their own as they find the striker's feet and plays over to that right hand side, and they could be in on goal here if they've got a midfielder bombing forward. He's got timekeepers out, he shoots and it's cleared off the line. There's 3 Marjon players there all on the line to clear that one. Here we have a throw in now for Activate as they look to actually go on more attacks as the game looks to go on. As they're playing a bit of keep it up here. No one really wants to bring it down and get their foot on the ball as it's still up in the air and cleared by Marjons, but only as far as the number 19. It's sent high into the box, flicked on, falls to the striker, and he smashes it home and Activate score a little consolation goal. So as you can see here, the number 19 sends the ball high into the box. Not really dealt with by the Marjon defender, forwards to the Activate striker, who's there left footed, smashes it into the back of the net. It's Marjon 10, Activate 1. So after all these kickoffs, it's only the second one that Marjon have got to do all game. But here they come now as a personal around, as they're happy, they know they've got the 3 points. Corner now for Marjons, swung into the box, cleared by the Activate defender, picked up by the midfielder, who plays over to the number 5 on this left hand side, who takes over the halfway line, can carry it forward. We know he is very direct, he doesn't pass unless he feels as though he desperately needs to, and he now plays it out to the right hand side where the right winger is, who shoots, but that goes over the bar. So you're probably wondering, where's the next clip? Well, it was at this point where the wind and the rain got the better of me and I had to pack up. I only packed up 10 minutes early, however I did miss one more goal for Marjon, so it did finish 11-1 to Marjons. Anyway, let's rate this game. First up is entertainment. How entertaining was this match? Well, it wasn't the most entertaining matches, but we did have a lot of goals, so I'll give this one a 6 out of 10. Next up is passion. How passionate were the players? Well, to play in the conditions they played in was fairly passionate. However, the game itself wasn't the most passionate of games, so we'll give it a 6 out of 10. Finally, how Sunday League? Well, the game itself was fairly Sunday League, with one team absolutely dominating the game and winning 11-1. And the conditions meant it was fairly Sunday League as well, with the wind and the rain, so we'll give this one a 6 out of 10 again. So let's have a look to see where that score puts this game on the leaderboard. Well, as you can see, it puts it top with a total score of 18, after the game we watched last week only had a total score of 16. But until next time, remember, it's not just football, it's Sunday League football.